Whilst we're looking at using the tourer and the onboard equipment, let's take a moment to think about safety provision and what we can do to minimise the risk of an accident. We have already mentioned earlier about the correct way to use a hookup cable and outlined the function of the 240 volt mains trip. On the 12 volt control panel, each fuse protects a circuit. If a fuse keeps blowing, the cause of the overload must be identified rather than upgrading the fuse. On the gas system, the majority of the gas piping will run under the floor, and underneath each gas appliance there will be a gas drop vent. These must not be obstructed under any circumstances. Nowadays, virtually all gas appliances are fitted with flame failure devices, otherwise known as thermocouples. Essentially, they allow a gas valve to remain open so long as the tip remains heated to a predetermined temperature. If, for example, a flame is blown out, then the tip cools and closes the gas valve automatically. Smoke alarms are mandatory in all new tourers and will be like this one, which has a nuisance silencer as well as a test button. If the alarm goes off whilst doing toast, then it can be temporarily switched off and will reset automatically after a short period. The obvious thing, of course, is to keep all combustible materials away from sources of heat, particularly around the kitchen area and in cupboards to the rear of heater units. Consider also the position of table lamps or other heat sources in relation to curtains and upholstery. We would also recommend that you carry a fire blanket or a fire extinguisher or both. Even if you never have an accident, you may be able to help someone else. Although it's possible to use your tourer all year round, most will have a period of non-use through some or all of the winter months. Taking a few precautions when laying up will pay dividends when you recommission the tourer in the spring. Find a suitable area that is level, firm and not prone to waterlogging. Park the tourer level and lower the legs and chock the wheels if leaving them on before releasing the parking brake. This will avoid the brakes binding on, however you must be sure that the tourer is safe before doing so. Tyres can suffer from flat spots if left in one position for long periods. If you are leaving the wheels on over the winter, check the tyre pressure when laying up and from time to time. Every few weeks, turn the wheels a quarter turn to prevent flat spots developing. If you are removing the wheels, follow the instructions in your handbook regarding safe jacking. We would suggest that you use axle stands rather than winter wheels, as this relieves the load from the axle swing arms and so prolongs axle life. Make sure that all gas appliances and the bottles are turned off. Leave the fridge door open on its travel catch. Make sure that the water system is drained and put the drain bung from the water heater in the kitchen sink. Leave all taps and shower controls open, and if you have plastic tap spouts and a shower head like these, unscrew them and put them in too. It's also a good idea on carver systems to remove the water filter, prise off the end cap and screw this only back in. Not only will this prevent frost damage to the water inlet, it will also leave it ready for sterilising the system when you bring the tourer out of storage. Check also that the Thetford unit is completely drained. Leisure batteries will suffer damage if left for long periods without charge. Remove the battery from the tourer and check the electrolyte level. Then store in a place where you have access to charging equipment. This could of course be on the tourer or in a shed or a workshop, in which case it's best kept off concrete floors, as the cold floor will draw the charge from the battery. Check the condition of the battery periodically, say every month or so, and give top-up charges as required. This will prolong the life of the battery and ensure that it is in the best possible condition for the first use next season. Spray the light bulb holders and 7-pin plugs with some WD-40 or similar to protect them from corrosion. It is preferable to remove the upholstery and as much equipment as possible from the tourer during long storage periods. This would also have a security benefit, as you could leave all the locker doors open and the blinds and curtains. Anyone looking in could see that there would be nothing worth taking. If you cannot remove the upholstery, then at least arrange it so that it stands on end to allow air to circulate. As we all know, buying a tourer is no longer a matter of hook up and go. There are many considerations, and one area of increasing importance is the standard of service operation of your supplying dealer. You can be assured that our service centre has the staff, the skills and the facilities to carry out a multitude of tasks, from adjustments and servicing to full major body repairs. Our aim is to maintain and strengthen our relationship with you throughout your ownership, so that when the time comes to change, you know us and we know your tourer. Any work carried out by us is recorded on our database, and over time a comprehensive service history will be a valuable asset to achieving the best possible resale value.